All right, so in this video, we're going to go over online bill pay, okay? We're going to explain it. We're going to talk about what it is and why you should use it and some other topics you need to be aware of after you get everything set up, okay? So what is online bill pay? First thing, it's a way of paying bills without having to write checks, buy stamps, or send the bills and the payments in the mail, okay? So it saves you time, saves you a little money, okay? And it's a little more organized. Okay. Each provider that you pay bills to can be set up as a pay to account. All right. One-time payments can be made if the bills vary from month to month. You can also set recurring payments if the bill is the same each month. All right. We'll go over some other things with the recurring and the one-time payments a little bit later on. All right. Payments are made electronically for certain providers that are online. Those are usually the big providers. The if your phone bill, your cable bill, your electric bill, a lot of times payments like that are made electronically because those providers are online. Other providers may not be online, so the bank's going to send a paper check to them. Okay, we'll talk about the processing time for those a little later on. Okay, setting up online bill pay. It's very easy. Okay, you want to get all your bills together. Make sure you have the billing address for the provider and your account number with the provider. Okay, you're going to need to enter that information to set up the online bill pay. Okay, you're going to need to create a pay to account for each provider you're going to pay using online bill pay. Okay, you're going to enter the account number for that provider. You're going to enter the billing address, okay, where you would send their checks if you were writing out checks and sending them in the mail, and any other personal information that's required by the bank or by the provider. You're going to repeat step number 2 for each provider you want to pay using online bill pay. So the first time you set up these online bill payments, it's going to take a little while because you have to go through the steps for each provider to set up the pay to account. Right? Making the payments. Okay, so once you've got everything set up, making the payments is pretty easy. All right. When you're ready to make a payment, you want to follow the steps below. Okay, so you're going to go to the online bill pay of your bank's website or app. Both the website and the app will have the bill pay there for you. Okay, you're going to choose the provider that you want to pay. All right. Once you've chosen that provider, it's going to take you to a new screen, or on that screen, it'll give you some options. You're going to choose the date you want the payment to be sent. Okay, you want to determine what kind of payment are you making. Is it a one-time payment? If so, we're going to move on to the next step. If it's a recurring payment, okay, recurring just means you're going to make that payment the same period of time, every 2 weeks, every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, something like that. But the same amount will be going out whatever time you decide to make the recurring payment. All right, and then the last step here is to set the amount to be paid to the provider. Okay. All right. Other topics you want to keep in mind. Make sure you have the funds to cover the bills you're paying. Okay. You don't want the payment to be canceled if there's not enough funds in there. If you have overdraft protection, which we've talked about a lot recently, you don't want to pay those overdraft fees. So make sure you've got the funds to cover your outgoing payments. All right. Many providers will give you discounts for going paperless with your bills and for setting up a recurring payment. Okay, so you want to check with each provider, each company that you're paying bills to. Check with them, see if they offer discounts for not having to send your bills in the mail and for setting up a recurring payment. Could save you a little bit of money. It's never a bad thing to save money. All right, and you want to set aside a time each week to pay your bills that are coming due. Okay, and you can set a payment in advance. Make sure you understand the processing time for how your bank sends payments. Okay, for some providers that are paid by paper check, for example, the processing time takes longer. Okay, you need to know how long it's going to take to process because you don't want the bills showing up late. Okay, so understand processing time, and that's what online bill pay is and how you should use it.